Okay, where we're going to start today is you're going to go to the SIS login screen and you're going to type in your login. And where we're going to do something different here is instead of just clicking enter, you're going to click 360 login. This will log you into the new system. And now that we're in the new system, we're going to actually change that so when you do hit enter in the future, it will actually hit you or log you into the 360 feature. So you're going to go up here to the corner where it has your initials inside a dot, and you're going to click on the second one down under preferences. And once you are here, you're going to go to the general tab. And then it says when enter is pressed on the login screen, log me into, and you want to click 360 and then click save. This initial dot also has the feature of meal service, and it will tell you what your balance is. Obviously, I need to go put some money onto my account, so there's that. Click back on the home button, and then we're going to go across these features across the top. Most of them for the elementary school level or the younger level where we have homerooms you won't use, but I'm still going to go over them. So the first one is search student. I'm going to use Cooper Kite, and when we click here you will see all of his information for his classes. Now this is what the student would see as well if they logged in. Because he's an elementary student, we're not going to see all that stuff. But it does give you his birthday, it does give you information that you might need, including his parents' phone numbers and such. And then when you're back at this home screen, before this was blued out, but because I have a student that I'm paying attention to that I just looked up, it has turned yellow. Now if I click on this, it will say there's a student in focus. Do you want to keep looking at that student? If not, you clear it, and notice that yellow then goes away. The next one over is Pulse. We as classroom teachers don't use this. It currently is not working correctly. At least on the day of this training it was not, and so this is not something you're going to be using. The next one over is reports. Again, we as classroom teachers don't use this. This is something that the admin will use to get behavior reports, and so again, as a classroom teacher, you're not going to use it. The next one over, the star, is favorites. If there is some place here in SIS that you want to access quickly, you can favorite it. Now, as elementary classroom teachers, as homeroom teachers, most everything that you're going to want to access is going to be here on this home screen, so I don't see a benefit in using the favorites. Same with the links. The links is a quick and easy way to get to places that you go frequently. Because we don't sit in SIS all day, this is something that I wouldn't foresee us using. Of course, print is printing the page, and then the question mark is e-learning videos to help you out on anything that you're not sure how to do. So the first one that I'm going to actually show you for a homeroom teacher is attendance. Now, because I'm a virtual teacher, it shows nothing for attendance today, and then I'm also listed as the digital literacy teacher, and because I don't have these kids full-time, that's why it's a slash like this. But you as a homeroom teacher, you will have a red box here before attendance is taken, and when you click on the red box for your homeroom, again, I don't have a box there, but that's what you would click on. When you click on that red box, it's going to bring up your homeroom, and you would use the drop-down menu, most likely under period 1, but because of the time of day that I'm doing this, we would be in period 5, and you would use the drop-down menu, and you'll see A, R, and T. Now, A we of course know is absent, T we know as tardy, but if we're not sure as to what the options are, you can click on this legend, and you'll see that R means preschool and pre-K absence. So unless that refers to you, that wouldn't be something that you would be using. And then if you have everybody here that day, you can mark perfect attendance. Just because perfect attendance happens does not mean that you can't go back and change it. Like if you clicked perfect attendance and then you realized, oh, this child is actually absent, you can still go back and do the drop-down menu and make sure you click save. You can also do the lunch count from this area. So if you click here for the lunch count, you can either check mark each student and it will tally it up here for you up at the top, or if you just want to put the total number up at top, that works as well, and then click save. So back at our home screen, the next part that we're going to look at is the report card grades. Now, when you click on the report card grades, you'll want to pay attention to what subject you're under. So I'm going to go to Language Arts, and under Language Arts, you're going to, it will probably pop up to Traditional first, and it will pop up something having to do with you don't have access to that. That's fine. Just go to the Standards tab, which is the second one over. And under the Standards tab, it will show you by all standards by student, which is how the old SIS was set up, where the standards are off on the left-hand side, the students are across, and you would have to scroll over to do each standard. Now, the nice feature that they have added in here is they have added in all students by standard. And when you click on that, it then lists all the students off to the left-hand side and all the standards across the top, which then means you can quickly and easily add standards down the line as you go. Notice I have my term as to all. You can change it to whichever one you choose, but I like the all because then I can see my student standards and how they've changed throughout the year. If you're going to be marking a standard the same, like I like to, especially here at the end of the school year, I like to mark everyone as a 3 and then just go back and change the few that are not at 3s yet. If you want to do that, you just click on the heading and click Apply Mark to All Active Students. And once you're there, you can use the drop-down menu to choose the mark that you want. You can choose to override existing marks, or if you leave it unmarked, it won't override overwrite existing marks. And then you would click save. I'm not going to do that now because I don't want to mark all my students as this. The other thing that you can do is you can go to Tools and you can go to the third one down that says Copy Marks from Prior Term, and it would now do that for everyone for the one that I'm currently in, which was the first column. You would need to then go to each column and do that throughout. And again, I found that under Tools. The next thing that I wanted to point out is you can click on a student's name and you can click report card comments for students, and then you can type in a comment there. If you want to go to where you can access comments for all of your students, down here at the bottom it says comments for all students, and you would click on that. All students would then pop up and you can then fill in all of them all at once and then click save. So that's all I have to show you today. I did make a video over the data query, and if you would like to see how to access the data query and access things like your student's username and password, then you can watch that video as well.